How's it going, folks? Welcome back to Talking Wolves. We're here for another match review and reaction. Wolves are beating Coventry 2-1 at the Rico? What was it?
Not the Rico anymore, mate. It's like the Coventry something like that, yeah.
Cheers, move. I mean, Matt Cooper, how's it going, man?
Yeah, I'm alright, mate. That was it was very much a pre-season game. No real tempo, but I'm not really taking much from it because, like we always say pre-season games don't really matter. But it felt like with the five at the back, we reverted back to type somewhat.
Yeah, I agree. That second half, especially, first half we seemed to attack a little bit more. Second half, very, very slow, especially when Coventry got that goal back. Just seemed like we were watching a game that I'd expect under Nuno, really, with that five at the back.
Can't say that name.
I know, I can't say it. I said it accidentally yesterday, and I was singing Nuno Santo's Man as well during the game. But yeah, Wolves started with John Ruddy in goal today. Obviously, we saw Jose Sarfa out yesterday. We saw Aït-Nouri and Keanu Hoover as the wing backs. Mosquera did start with Christian Marquez and Kilman, Neves and Dendoncker in the middle, and Adama, Fabio, Silva and Morgan Gibbs-White starting as a front three. And Wolves couldn't have started off much better. Fabio Silva grabbing that goal, and you've got to say, mate, if he's in those places throughout the season, he might be grabbing himself 7, 8, 9 plus goals this season.
We've been banging a drum last season. You get a lot of external football fans saying 35 million is a waste of money. And I get it, I get the narrative, but I know and you know he's going to be a very good player in a few years' time. His movement is excellent, and he took the goal well. I think was it Neves who played the ball around the corner for the goal.
Yeah.
Very, very good cross. Kind of took out 2 or 3 Coventry players, and it was a good finish. And it's just good. It's good to see players like Aït-Nouri and Silva in the flesh, because we don't know. Like, it's weird. Like, I've not seen him in the flesh.
I know we saw him a bit at the United game, but like being that close to him again today and like celebrating in front of us, and being in and amongst the crowd again in the turnstiles, it was good. And first half we looked pretty dominant. Coventry, we sort of restricted Coventry. Second half got ourselves 2-0 up. Neves scoring a pretty heavily deflected strike.
Was it deflected?
Yeah.
Was it?
I knew he was going in as soon as he left his foot, but it took a massive deflection and into the back of the net. But then straight after, giving away a penalty, it was Keanu Hoover, I think, Matt, had a pretty poor game, didn't he, today?
I don't want to go in on players, but I've never really seen him have a good game. Today was the same. He looks like a player kind of bereft of confidence. Even like some of the options he'd take, he'd play the safe option, and some of the balls he played out, he played a couple of one-touch balls, and they were wayward. I don't know. I hope there's a player in there, but Semedo's got nothing to worry about, put it that way.
Semedo even come on for the last sort of 5-10 minutes and did create a couple of chances, or at least got us in the right area straight away. But yeah, I agree, a couple of wayward balls, and then giving away the ball, I think it was his own mistake, and then took out the man. And
it was definitely a penalty. I mean, the player's gone down easily, but if you feel contact in the box, you're going to get down, aren't you? If you're Wolves and that's not given, then you're fuming. So no real arguments with that. But yeah, he had a poor game. I know he scored a good goal against Las Palmas, but like I said, I don't think Semedo's got anything to worry about.
Yeah, and it was Martin Waghorn in the end putting it away. And then after that, that's when we saw Wolves play quite reserved football, very left centre back to centre back, right centre back and back again. It was like, unfortunately, the football that we saw in that back 5 system from large parts of last season, wasn't it? And it was, I mean, us 4 that are in this car, it's just a bit frustrating here when you're expecting. I know there were no promises from the board or management, but you just expect to see different football and more attacking football.
I think the only reason he's playing the 5 at the back because he probably doesn't trust a centre half partnership to play in the 4, which I get. I don't think I do either.
Yeah.
But I was getting PTSD from watching that again today, because I thought it's just the same as Nuno last season. I'm not an advocate of the 5 at the back. I am if you are attacking, but you're very conservative, very much soak up pressure and just try and sit in. And against Coventry, like I said, pre-season, don't take much away from it, but just a little bit disappointing. Bruno Lage at Benfica was a very much attacking minded coach. However, he's got the best team, one of the best teams in the league, and you're expected to win every game. So perhaps that's why it's different. But I think the real test, forget Celta Vigo, I think the real test will be Leicester. If we look at Leicester and we win the game, I think that'll be the real acid test for the rest of the season.
Yeah, that's when you can sort of start judging. I think the manager. And we saw, a lot of injuries as well today. Jason Mosquera started fairly well, unfortunately had to come off injured. Hugo Bueno came on, had to go off injured at the end. We saw Chim Campbell play out of position for the majority of the game at right wing back, and he did okay. Ended up the game, I think, as a striker with Patrick Catrone, so we didn't see Jimenez come on today. Any standouts for you though, Matt, across the 90 in the end?
I think Neves controlled the game. I thought you can just tell he's a class above. That's probably it, mate, to be fair. I don't think anyone had an outstanding game, but if anything, it just reinforces the need for we need someone into it. It just needs to freshen it up, because it is like the Wolves of last season, and if Neves goes or Troy Oray's goes. Troy Oray's good, to be fair.
Troy Oray's good, yeah.
If those two go and one of them goes, we really needed reinforcements. It just needs to get freshened up, mate. I reckon we need 2 or 3 more in August. It's a big time for the club. It could be make or break, I think. Because the potential's there for us to push top 10. But if we're starting like that and with that kind of philosophy again, we're looking at probably 13, 14, 15, which is a disappointment.
What did you think? I mean, overall, we've sort of praised him a little bit. What did you think of Morgan Gibbs-White again today? He's been all right, and this pre-season.
He wasn't as active as he has been in the past few games, but the past few games he looked really good, looked really sharp, linking the play well. Today, it was a little bit more of the Morgan of the past, where it's a few fancy flicks that didn't come off. But I think he'll have a big season. I think Samaya will have a really big season too. He's definitely playing the 5 at the back, with the emphasis on the wing backs pushing up. But he was all right today, Morgan. But it's just we just need fresh faces. I don't know who those fresh faces are going to be, but it needs to happen, because it's almost a little bit of a Nuno hangover.
Yeah, 100%. Wolves with their penultimate pre-season game at Coventry, 2-1. Ruben Neves and Fabio Silva with the goals. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you managed to catch the game today, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, we'll see you all very, very soon.